Okay, here's a look at the market through the eyes of emini day trader for Friday, October the 29th, 2010. What we're looking at here are market profiles. This is today's market profile, its corresponding volume profile, and this is what occurred yesterday. So the one we have over, the one in the middle is the overnight. So this is where we closed yesterday, and we're thinking that we would still use the 74 area as support, which is right about here. And you can see that overnight the market dipped a little bit below it, came back up here, and then the regular trading hours opened right here. So in the regular trading hours, it never did get down to 74. It hit 75 and change, I think, and then stayed up here. So a very quiet day. The overall range was only 7 points today. So just, I suppose, in consolidation here and kind of a trendless auction until quite possibly the election results start to come in on Tuesday evening. And then, of course, on next Wednesday, the FOMC also reports. So it could just be the calm before the storm kind of thing going on here. That 74 area down to 67. Both of those are potential support areas with still an intraday upward bias, although that's obviously not a strong one. It's just leaning that way. And so we'll just have to wait and see what happens come early next week and Sunday evening. The other areas that we're looking at as potential resistance would be up here in around the 82 area, and still down here, and then all the way down here till about 67 or so would be the next area of support. So some support in here, and immediate resistance here. If it were to continue to rally up, then the next resistance would be probably in around the 84, 85 area, right up in here. So that's really what we're looking at right now as far as the market is concerned, and we still have this undertone of bullishness in the market, although it's certainly more in the pause mode here than an up intraday buy is just a very slight one. And we're continuing to monitor these levels here Sunday evening, and of course with all the news related events that'll be happening next week. So not a real lot to report here today. Obviously a very quiet day. So thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Sorry, I wanted to go ahead and show you the profiles from the regular trading day. That's what you have here. In other words, these are the profiles from the regular trading hours only, not including the overnight session. And here's our trades for today. Almost forgot to talk about them. So we had 3 shorts, as you can see here, the 3 down arrows. We actually had a 4th one, but it was very late in the day. It was after the cash had closed, so we would not be considering it. You can see here we had an up arrow here and another up arrow here. So those are all the trades that we had. This up arrow here got us long here, so really had a nice move on that trade, easily reaching our first 2 objectives and a 4 1/4 point gain on our final partial on that trade. So that was the first trade. The second long trade was not taken because we're already in. We already had our existing long position intact. So you can see our dashed arrow here got us short. Didn't actually get filled on this bar. Didn't get filled until here. Came down and hit our second objective, and then came up and stopped us at break even. In this case, on the final half of the position, because we did not get filled here on the on our second objective. So only profits of 3 ticks on the first half of our position on that trade. Then we had another short trade in here, able to get filled right in here. It did move against us 5 ticks, but then had a nice move down. So we're able to have a nice profit on that trade. It did move 2 1/4 points in our favor. So once again hitting our first and second objective, although we only had a 1 tick profit on the final 1/4 of the position on that particular trade. So and that was the 3rd trade. And this was the second trade. So that's all we had today, just 3 trades, and worked out very nicely. So good to see it move along like that with such a quiet day. Yeah, still able to pick up based on the four contracts, 9.5 points today. So a nice day of trading, even though the market was very, very quiet. So have a great weekend. Questions and comments, don't hesitate to get a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com. Always enjoy hearing your questions and comments. So that'll be it for today. Thanks, and we'll see you again on Monday.